What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're going to focus in on top prospect for the 2012 NHL entry draft, Morgan Rielly of the Moose Jaw Warriors of the Western Hockey League. Due to injuries this year, only played in 18 games, but had a point a game, 18 points in 18 games, obviously. And, not that big at 6 feet and 190 pounds, but, for a defenseman anyway. But he's the kind of defenseman you want to kickstart your power play, kickstart your transition, be able to move the puck out of the zone and create offensive chances down the ice, or up the ice, whatever. Go up ice, excuse me. And, he's really, I've heard the Scott Niedermayer comparison thrown around. Almost kind of Mike Green. He's a fearless gunner out there. He's a gunslinger, so to speak. He's the kind of guy that he's going to excite a fan base with the way he can rush the puck, make a good pass, has a good shot, and, can just ultimately be a, great hockey player. Obviously, he's going to, right now, Hockey News got him going 8th in the draft, but, he can easily move up. Like I said, the injuries hurt him this year, but it's going to be a D-heavy draft. The exception of Yakupov and Grigorenko, I think it's going to be defensemen from there on out, for the next 3 or 4 picks. I'm looking at Rielly being up there with Ryan Murray, Dumba, Jacob Trouba. There's plenty of, and then there's the other kid from the Edmonton Oil Kings, Griffin Reinhart. There's plenty of talented defensemen in this draft, and I think you need a number one defenseman to win in the NHL. You look at previous Stanley Cup winners. Like the Bruins didn't have a superstar forward, but they had Zdeno Chara as a rock on the back end. The Blackhawks had Duncan Keith and Brent Seabrook. Going back for that, Pittsburgh had Gone Shaw and some complimentary defensemen that helped them out. Detroit obviously had Nick Lidstrom, and then he was complemented even further by Cronwall, Rafalski, guys like that. Anaheim, Scott Niedermayer. Speaking of Morgan Rielly, Chris Pronger, and Carolina is the last team I can think of that really didn't have a rock solid defenseman that could play at a high level. Consistently. And, if you want to win in the NHL, like I said, you need a high-end defenseman. This kid's going to be one of those. I think he's going to really kickstart whatever team picks him and really make the fan base excited. Just turned 18 a couple weeks ago, so happy belated birthday, Mr. Rielly. I don't think I'll play in the NHL next year. I think the learning curve for defenseman is too steep for, him to be up next year, and I think the injuries are definitely a factor. I think had he not been hurt, I think he could be challenging for the number 2 or 3 spot in the draft behind Yakupov. But we'll see what happens. There's, like I said, a plethora of talented young defensemen in this draft, and it depends what you want. You want a guy like this. He's kind of like Ryan Murray, in that he's a puck mover, finesse guy. There's a full all-around defenseman in Dumba, Trouba. There's a couple rock solid lockdown guys. So it's really a farmer's market of defensemen, and if you're looking for a franchise-changing defenseman, this draft will get you one. I don't think there'll be too many of them up next year, but I think he'll be up in due time, and when he is, he'll be a bona fide superstar on the back end for years to come. That's it for this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Morgan Rielly of the Moose Jaw Warriors. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season. Later, guys.